Hey there, BNI Maine. Niels Mank, your Executive Director. So we hear all the time that BNI is massive. BNI is in 77 countries, 325,000 members worldwide, over 11,000 chapters just like yours. But what does that really mean to us here in Maine? Well, it means a lot if you really think about it. It means you have connections everywhere. Imagine having your business be in 77 countries, 325,000 people. That's a massive network that is yours if you take advantage of it. So that got me thinking this week. BNI is huge. We have about 450 members in the state of Maine. That's a lot. We go all the way from Bangor Brewer all the way down to Saco. Ton of area coverage there. We get to know each other. We have regional events. There's national events. Tons of ways to get out there and network with more people. Are you taking advantage of that? Are you meeting with people in your field in other areas? Would it be helpful if you were a real estate agent to know somebody in New Hampshire or in Massachusetts or in Florida or in California or in India? Would that be helpful to you? Do you have clients that may be relocating that you could give that extra bit of help to and support to? You're selling their home here. You can connect them with somebody to buy a home where they're moving to. That's huge. Your real estate office may not be, or your real estate brokerage may not be where they're moving to. BNI is here to connect you. Now let's take that one step further. How are you using that connection to your advantage? How are you using those connections to help you? Funny story, something happened to me on Friday. I was moving my twins into college up at University of Maine, Orono, and we pulled up in two BNI vehicles to unload their information, all their stuff. And this girl comes up to me and she's like, "Oh, what chapter are you in?" I was like, "Well, I'm not. I'm Niels, one of the executive directors." "Oh, my mother's in a chapter in Portland that meets at 7 a.m. Now I want to connect. Like, now I understand. Like, so I asked who her mother was, and she explained so much of BNI to me. She was so educated. She had so much information. And she said, "My mother's Becky Drake." I'm like, "I know Becky. I just saw her at a social recently." Absolutely. Becky's daughter knows what BNI is. That's a huge benefit to her because that conversation would have never happened without BNI coming up, without that car being wrapped, without that connection being made. Instantly, I now had a connection at University of Maine where my kids were going. Now, that's the second person that I've had a connection with through BNI there. Deb Bell, who is in our Paul Bunyan chapter, is also on campus. Great ways to reach out so that your family is taken care of, so that your family has connections that go beyond what they already knew. So how are you taking advantage of BNI? How are you making those connections? Are you educating your family and your friends as to what BNI is? It's a resource for them. It's a connection for them. If they need something, there's a huge network of people willing to help. So that is my tip this week. My tip is, one, get out and market your business. Get out and make connections with people in your field and other areas. Make yourself more valuable to your clients, but also include the people in your life into BNI. Let them know what you do. Let them know what BNI is all about and what you do in BNI and how it's helped your business. Because then when they're out there, they're talking about it, which just helps your business as well. So that's my tip this week. Let's broaden our horizons a little bit. Let's get out of our box. Let's educate our family. Let's find people in connections outside of our regular old chapter and strengthen the bigger network that is available through BNI. Thanks so much for watching. Hopefully this gave you something to think about, everyone, and happy networking.